So, the shield generator can be purchased in the lower right corner of the screen. Shields can block long-range damage from enemies. When a shield's HP, there's a missing space here, hits 0, it will disappear permanently. Which also means that if you can keep your shields from being destroyed, your shields will actually persist. So what do we got here? Phoenix, Sledgehammer, Crawler, and a Sentry Missile from our opponent. I think usually we would not be seeing them, because they only changes to the enemy unit composition and setup only get revealed after the current round starts. Oh, there's even missile interceptors. Try to intercept enemy missiles within 150 meters. They were not in the game, I think, as I saw them, as I saw the game last. Continuous interception for a long time will cause the interceptor to overheat, which will lead to a decrease in the interception efficiency. So this seems to be a structure that we are placing. Anyway, shields. We cannot put them at or above the middle line here, or I guess the demilitarized zone in the middle. We can move the sniper. Let's see. The marksmen. I always call them snipers for some reason. Do we want to purchase additional units? I think this is a good choice as well. Although we could probably, yeah, you know, let's not overcomplicate it. Let's just throw a shield on this guy, throw a shield on this guy, and hopefully have them annihilate the enemy. These phoenixes are pretty scary bombers. They do a lot of damage. But we don't need to last indefinitely. These sledgehammers, they are really heavy tanks. They also do a bunch of damage, but they're not as scary as the phoenixes when it comes to damage output, I think. Yeah, shield's just going to last. Very nice. And now, in the next round, these shields would be at full health again, I think. We have tech level or research level 2. Shield generators have been used. Let's go for projection powers. Sticky oil from a sticky oil bomb can be ignited with fire. Projection powers can project devices or units into the enemy's half, but you can't drop your units too close to the enemy's core buildings. The area around the enemy's core building that is prohibited from dropping is marked by a red circle. Try to use projection powers to defeat the enemy. Alright. So what do we have? These are the blue zones here that we can throw our units in, I think. We don't have any money to buy units, and we can't move anything. I'm stupid. These are powers here. You can also spawn or place your units that you buy here, if memory serves. So we have a Rhino Assault, airdrops a Rhino to your enemy, and a Shield Drop. So the Shield Drop we can only do on our side. And I'm thinking these guys are going to need some support. What do we have anyway? These are Stormcallers. This is a ton, an absolute ton of shields. Yeah. I think I wanna maybe backstab the enemy. So if I airdrop the Rhino here, can we get it? You know, it's really... We can, I guess, get a tiny bit further in on this. Can we shield drop here as well? We can, actually. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but, you know, this is the tutorial stage of the game, so I think we should be experimenting with stuff like that. So these Stormcallers are probably going to get wrecked. These missiles, yeah, at least one of them got blocked. And now, hopefully, the Rhino is going to go after the building. He will hopefully also survive the final missile. I think they do 3,000 damage. Nope. Nope. Okay. I guess if we had... yeah, let's surrender and retry. Let's try this challenge again. If we had put the Rhino ever so slightly further to the back, I think it could have worked, and it would have been real cool. So I'm gonna try doing that again. Let's airdrop the Rhino, airdrop it from this side, and put it a bit further back, throw on the shield. This way, hopefully, the first two missiles will be absorbed by the Rhino via the shield. which means that we can hopefully backstab these guys. Backstabbing through all of these missiles is probably not a good idea, but you know what? I like it. I want to have some fun. These Fangs are going to approach the Stormcrawlers, and they will probably win us this side. All by themselves. This Rhino is low on health, but he's going to destroy the core building, which means that all of these units are now officially weak. The Fangs apparently have decided to stop. Okay, so they won't be winning this. And now the enemy is destroying a core building. Yeah, I probably should have dropped that on the other side. That's it. Oh yeah, it does actually do decent damage. Well, failed the tutorial again. Let's retry that once more. Alright, new plan. Oh yeah, we have no money. We can't unlock units. New plan. Let's shield drop something more useful, like in the tutorial video. Let's shield... Oh, interestingly, we can actually drop this so that it shields a bit into the enemy's territory. Interesting. Yeah, let's shield drop here. Let's throw the Rhino Assault here, because those Stormcrawlers are not going to be able to deal with this. And now, these guys should have an easy way, or an easy time fighting the Vulcan. While, of course, our Rhino is just smashing through the enemy here. And if you move into an enemy shield, or I guess if you attack at melee range, shields also don't matter. Yeah, I tried to do something stupid by taking all of these missiles head on. Would have been funny. Anyway, bit more combat power. And now we go into flanking. That, I think, is the teleporting units to the other side of the map. From the second round, you can deploy troops on the enemy's flank. Find the weak spot in the enemy's side and rear defense. Try to destroy the enemy's core building from the side and rear. Yeah, that was what I was trying before. Let's actually do that. We can not deal with these units in a normal way. There's an Arclight here, but there's no Arclight on the other side, so I think I'm just going to have my crawlers come in from the rear. Have the Arclight move a bit further forward, although it might still target our units here. I'm not entirely sure what it would target. No, it's going forward. And now our Arclights, which are normally quite a bit weaker than this entire enemy force, because it's 2 Arclights against 2 Arclights and a bunch of Fangs, they will hopefully be able to deal with these enemy units very easily. And in this weakened state, we should also be able to approach the enemy Arclight with our crawlers. Yeah, it can't even kill the crawlers efficiently while it is debuffed. I mean, they are probably still going to lose, but now we have 2 Arclights against 1. If they come in together, that should work out. We are going to destroy each other's core buildings, which means there's going to be a time... Oh yeah, I can speed up here. But now he can't do much. Okay, this might just not work out in our favor. We destroyed it too quickly. Nah, shoot. Okay. Yeah, we destroyed the building too quickly. If we had destroyed it at the same time, I think it would have been fine. Because then we would have had, in the middle, 2 times the DPS, in theory. But it was not meant to be this way. How do I now deal with this? I mean, I could try to just stack everything on this side. Can I not? Okay, now. And... okay, I don't have the button here already. Okay, and this Arclight is turning back. So yeah, they do target these units. I cannot put them this way. Let's surrender and retry the challenge. They do aggro on these enemies. I was actually surprised that the Arclight on the other side did not. But yeah, let's actually do this. Also, the mouse scroll speed is quite low for my liking. I'm not sure if it will aggro like that. But in theory, if we come in a bit soon, or maybe we don't come in sooner, maybe we just wait a bit longer. Let's see how this works out. I'll probably accelerate it because we've seen this challenge a bunch of times already. Well, that did turn out, I think, ever so slightly worse. Let's try that again, and this time maybe go in sooner, so that we lose less health against the enemies in the other fight. Yeah. Let's try that. It does show our aggro, but it does not show the enemy's aggro, which would be quite helpful, but I guess also rather overpowered. No. Now he is turning here. This is actually difficult. This is probably going to end up in a pretty horrifying loss, if I had to guess. Yeah, let's surrender and retry this. There's a very small margin of error if you want to go for this strategy, and I don't see how you deploy on the other side. Because we need to be outside of the enemy's aggro range, but we need to be in soon enough to affect the other fight positively. So let's try maybe 1, 2, 3 tiles away from this. Maybe that is enough to turn the tide. It does not aggro him, so that is good. I'm gonna accelerate. Oh wow, the crawlers were actually able to take care of the enemy Arclight. How about that? Yeah, it was all in these 3 tiles that I should have deployed closer. Anyway, let's break enemy counters. Come on. The enemy is trying to use Vulcan to counter our crawlers. Unlock and buy units with high HP to counter the enemy Vulcan. Yeah, so here we have Vulcans. They are going to target our crawlers. Oh, these are actually rank 2 crawlers. They have some upgrades. They can replicate. They have mechanical rage. Yeah, they are vicious. And now we can unlock something to counter this Vulcan. What can we get to counter a Vulcan? I've not seen this unit. It would be nice. Actually, why don't I do that? Why don't I show the hacker bot just like that? How much money do we have? We have $1,000. Yeah, let's do something funny. Let's unlock the hacker bot. Yeah, we can even put a shield barrier up. How much does a second hacker bot cost? 200. Let's do that before we do anything else. And throw the hacker bot basically into range. So, yeah. And then we have another $500. So how about we unlock the barrier? Yeah, let's do that. Should increase the health pool a lot. And then we can't use any more support powers. I guess we'll just save the money for the next round that will never come. So what the hacker does is it basically attacks a unit's HP from the other side. And basically, as it continues, it will actually turn this unit towards our team once it reaches the amount of HP that the unit still has. And that, as you saw, very quickly turns the tide of battle, although from what I've heard, hacker bots are, in multiplayer, they are terrible. I'll have to experiment with them because they are fun. They are absolutely fun. And I guess if you get them at the right time, you can really hurt the enemy. Let's defend against enemy flanks.